Hey guys, so we are going to make a Christmas card. In January of 2026, we are getting ready for Christmas of 2026. No, really, truly what I done is I'm going to show you what we made for our 2025 year. Now, if you watched my previous video, you will know that I showed you the poinsettia card that we made. So we made a poinsettia card and a snowflake card, and that's what we mailed out with various other cards, but these are the two I wanted to show you. So I started out with cardstock that was 8.5 by 11, and I've cut it down to 10 by 7. And then I've scored it at 5 inches, and then I'm going to varnish it. And varnish simply means just creasing those folds, getting a good crease. And that will be the base of our card. And the base of my card is 110-pound cardstock weight, because this is layering, and I like to have something that's sturdy that will hold up on the card, and the card will look good when it's mailed and you receive it. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the silver, and I've cut this silver cardstock foil, and I've cut it down to 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. So my card is 5 by 7, and my first layer that we're putting on here is the foil base, and it's 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. So let's get that. Go ahead and glue that down. Now remember, as I've said several times, never get so close to your edges that you'll have spillover or leakage on your card or on your base when you're putting your glue on, okay? Because glue will flatten, just like if you're going to do wallpaper, and that glue flattens. And when I press down my card, I like to wallpaper it, so that way we have no bubbles, no air pockets, okay? So let's just make sure that all of our corners are down really good before we put another layer on, because this is actually going to have 4 good layers on it, okay, with some embellishments. Next thing we're going to do, guys, is I have used my Snowflake Embossing Mat, and I have embossed on this, it's called Sky Blue, and I've cut this down to size, because I want 1/4 of an inch around my silver base. So I've cut this down, guys, to 4 5/8 by 6 5/8. Okay, so my foil base was 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, and this is going to be 4 5/8 by 6 5/8. Now, when we are gluing, and we're gluing embossing sheet, we want to make sure we get a good amount of glue. That way it will adhere to our paper, to our foil. Okay? So let's get that down. Bring it down as evenly as possible. Evenly as possible. Okay. And there we go. That's the beginning of our card. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to add our snowflakes. And I have die cutted some really pretty snowflakes that we're just going to randomly lay on our card. And I'll start with my big snowflakes first, and I'll parallel them to each other. And then we'll do our larger snowflake, maybe there, a larger one here, and then we want to do our next size down, maybe out here. And I always like to place before I glue down, that way we can make sure we have them where we want them. Okay. And then our Winter Wonderland will go in the center. That's going to be the name of our card, our Snowflake Winter Wonderland. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually highlight these by putting a dimensional on them and raising them up. So we're going to put a dimensional on those. Dimensional is just your phone. Okay. It's another fancy word for your phone backing. Let's see. I may have to get a bigger one. Maybe this will hold. Okay, so before we put Wonderland down, let's go ahead and glue down each one of our snowflakes. Now, as the snowflake is like lettering, you don't want to put just all kinds of glue. You just want to dab, because these snowflakes are really delicate. And we don't want to have a lot of smudging on our card. We want enough that it'll lay pretty, lay good, but we don't want so much that we're going to have all kinds of glue on our card. These are delicate. So let's lay that one right there and press down. Just press down on the card. Okay, like so. Okay. Now, like I had said before in my other videos, I use the glitter glue. And glitter glue really adheres good to whatever you're gluing down. And it also dries clear. So that's a good thing. Some glues don't dry clear. They dry a milky white or white. And the good thing about glitter glue, it does not dry white. We're getting ready for a bad storm, snowstorm, with some icing. Okay, so guys, let's move that out of the way and let's just drop that there. Whoops, got that on my hand. And let's just put things down. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let's go here and let's put down the larger one. I always tend to go large to small on anything that I'm doing. That way, if I can layer with my dimensionals, I can get a 3D look. Put that one there. It doesn't take long to make a card. What takes the longest is getting it prepared to make. And when you're cutting out die cuts, sometimes that can take a little bit of time. And in my other videos, I'll show you, I'll go through a die cut. But this, I had so many to cut that I didn't want to take up all the time I didn't want to use all my time, because I try not to go over 30 minutes on a card, because I know 30 minutes to sit down and watch something is not too long, but it's long enough. So we're just getting our glue on the backs of these. Okay, glue that one down there. Now we're going to also put some sparkles on here to bling it up a little bit. To make our card look finished. Okay. Now, we're going to go in the center here just put that on the wrong side, guys. We all make mistakes. Happy little mistakes. Put that one there. Okay, now let's go ahead and glue up. Apply our glue to our Winter Wonderland. Again, guys, this is very thin writing. The font size on this is very thin. And this is actually a die cut from the Winter Wonderland selection that I got. And I don't even know if this is even available anymore or not, to be honest, and I'm sorry. I just love this lettering. It might be though. I've not looked, I've not checked since I bought it. Okay, so let's put this down right here. Now see how simple this was. This did not take long at all, guys, to make this card. The most time it took was to do the die cutting. Okay, now let's put some bling on here. Let's get our tool out and let's put some bling on. For our little ones, okay, and then we'll put a large one in the center. Alrighty, quit being so hateful. We're just bringing up our highlight of our card with some bling. Isn't it pretty? Now, the smaller your flake, the smaller your bling. You don't want large on small when you don't want small on large. Let's try this one here. Let's go this one here. There we go. And up here. And have I missed any? I don't think so. So guys, that's our card. Now to finish our card off, we are going to do the inside. And the inside of your card typically is a 4th vertically and horizontally, you're a 4th inside the card. What I mean by that, you cut it down to a 4th of what your card is on the inside. So this is a 5x7, so the inside of your card would be 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. Okay, so make sure that we got our. May the miracle of Christmas fill your heart with wonder and joy. Okay, close that up. Remember how I told you that I close my cards up? Then I'll get a hold of them. And I'll put a little strip of double-sided on this side. Close it up. And there's our card on that side. And I'll put a little bit on this side just to catch it. And there's our card, guys. Now, I make all of my envelopes for my cards. But a 5x7, you can buy the 5x7 envelopes at Walmart or any of your craft stores. You can buy the 5x7 cards, and they fit nicely. A 5x7 card will fit nicely in the 5 or 7s that you buy at the store, like that. Now, I will tell you, this will probably need extra postage, maybe an extra stamp, because it's a little heavy. But this is our Christmas snowflake card that we have made, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And remember, from my crafting little corner to your crafting corner, happy crafting.